And then we'll go right on up to standing at the top of the mat. Welcome to Amayani Yoga Tone with weights. We'll just do a little bit of a warm-up, just some half vinyasas, half sun salutation. So just coming up to the top of the mat, grounding down through the feet. On the inhale, take the arms up overhead, lengthening up. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step the right leg back. Drop the knee to the floor. Inhale the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Just breathing into it. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring both hands down to the inside of the left leg. Lift the back knee. Set the heel in and down. On your next inhale, cartwheel it up, warrior two. Gazing over the left middle finger. Straighten into the left leg. Come on down, triangle pose. And easy does it, just nice and slow. Take your time. Keep pressing the pelvis towards that left leg. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to come down. Push down through the front heel, really getting the opening in the muscle tissue behind the knee, the hamstrings and the calf muscles as they cross one another. Power up the legs. On the inhale, rise up, bend into the left leg. Bring the left forearm down to cross the thighs, sweep the right arm forward. We're looking at Parsvakonasana. Full breath in. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Spin the back heel up and step yourself forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, tall mountain. Reaching the arms up, rooting the heels down. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knee, step the left leg way back. Drop the knee. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana, maybe curl back. Breathing into it, push down to that front heel. Full breath in. On the exhale, bring both hands down to the inside of the right leg. Lift the left knee, turn the heel in and down. On the inhale, cartwheel it up, warrior two. Gazing over that right middle finger. Straighten into the right leg. Make your way to triangle pose. Right arm down, left arm. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale, side bending over the right leg. Pelvis stays steady. Just taking your time, coming to the pose. Power up the legs. On the inhale, rise up. Bend into the right leg. Right forearm crosses, left arm sweeps, bicep by the ear. Looking up at that left hand. Full breath in. On the exhale, frame the front foot, step your back foot forward. Coming in the forward fold. Bend the knees. Let the head hang nice and heavy. On the inhale, roll it up. As the heart comes up, take the arms up for tall mountain. Curl back just a bit. Inhaling up center, exhale, hands to the heart. Samasthita. Okay, we'll work with just a small weight, so maybe 1 pound, 2 pounds. I'm going to go for the 1 pound because I'm nursing a shoulder healing. And just take a step back with the left foot, or any way that you're facing me. Left leg is going to be the back leg, right leg, front leg for warrior two with the weights in the hands. Holding steady. So we're having just a light weight here. Drop the left arm, take the right arm up, coming into a reverse warrior. Straighten into the right leg, make your way to triangle pose. Just very light weights. If you don't have anything lighter than 2 pounds or lighter, don't use any weights. We're just starting to get a little bit of weight into the hands for the shoulder attachments, the shoulder muscle attachments. Bend into the right leg, make your way back, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, give a good reach with that right hand upwards and the left hand reaches down. Bend into the right knee, bring the hands to the heart. Keeping the elbows at the waist, just bring the hands out. Elbows and wrists in this straight line, right in front. Lift the elbows, lift the arms. Tap it up overhead. Bring it down, down, and in. Up, 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 down, down, down. Up, 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 down, down, down. That's enough just to warm it up. Switch the legs out, right foot in, left foot out. Coming into warrior two, the arms are gonna go out. Right arm down, left arm up, curl back. And stretching up through the left side body. Right arm kind of reaching down. Straighten into the left leg. Slowly making your way to triangle pose, maybe bending the elbows as you hinge down and then straightening the arms. See what feels nicer for the shoulders. We're just getting the hands and the arms used to just a tad more weight. Bend back into the left leg, sweep the arms up and around, reverse warrior. Reaching that right hand with the weight down to the right ankle, left arm reaches up and over. On the inhale, bring the arms back and to the heart. Elbows go low, wrists open up. Elbows up, wrists up, tap it up, and down, and in. And up, and tap, and down, and in. Up, tap, down, in. Up, tap, down, in. Last one, up, tap, down. Straddle the legs, left foot turns in. Bend the knees a bit, release the weights to the floor. Interlace the hands behind the back. Lift up through the heart, extend through the shoulders. Power up the legs, fold forward. On the inhale, come on up. Hands to the hips, turn the heels in and take a goddess pose. Now we're gonna go a little heavier weight, 2 or 3 pounds. I'm gonna go for the 2-pound weight. It's gonna go in the right hand, left arm crosses the knee. Right hand just on the waist for right now. Sink low. Keep the right hip crease pushing down. It's gonna wanna pop up. Keep pushing it down. Right arm comes to the waist. Hold steady. Just the arm moves. Stretch it over to the left and back. And over and back. And over and back. Like you're just a little punching. Like there's a punching bag right on the left. Just giving a little tiny punch. Keep pushing that right hip crease down. So just the arms moving. We'll do about 500. Just kidding, 2 more. 1 and 2, and rise up. Ooh, switch out the weights to the other hand. Come back down, bending, and now the left hip crease is going to push down. Right forearm rests on the thigh, but it's all active. Left elbow in, and we're just going to use the arm movement. Punch it forward and over to the right, and back. Punch and back. Punch and back. Keep pushing that left hip crease down. Punch and back. Punch and back. Punch, back. Punch, back. Punch, back. 3 more. Punch, back. Punch, back. Punch, back. And rise up. Whew. Bend the knees. Set the weight down on the floor. However you need to swivel your body to come through a vinyasa. I'm going to go left. Set the hands, taking it back to downward dog. Inhaling to high push-up. Exhaling through low push-up. Inhaling through cobra or up dog. Holding steady. Maybe you'll drop into a sphinx pose. Just holding a little extension of the heart forward and up, chin up. Legs pressed down. Opening up the front of the body a bit. And release it down. Set the hands along the sides of the heart. Tuck the toes, press it up tabletop. Step your left foot forward, lunge forward. Take the left forearm right across the left thigh. Right hip crease goes back, but the pelvis and the thigh bones go forward. Kick the right heel to the butt, taking the thigh stretch. Just looking over that right shoulder. The right hip pulls forward. Opening up a little cobra action in the heart. Release the back foot, frame the front foot, pop it up to a pyramid stretch. Right heel is up. Power up the front leg and fold over. Bend into the front leg. Get a little kick switch. Get a little bounce and jump switch. The right knee, left knee drops to the floor. Right forearm crosses the right leg. Left heel kicks to the butt, reaching back with your left hand for the thigh stretch. Hopefully that's the opposite side for you. The left hip crease is still moving back, but because we're taking the bones forward, it doesn't look like it's moving back. Just looking over that left shoulder. Release the back foot, frame the front foot, pop it up to pyramid stretch, straighten the right leg, square the hips, power the front leg, take the forward fold. Left thigh is tight too, nice and strong. Bend into the front leg, get another little bounce, jump switch, and step it forward. Bend the knees. On the inhale, roll it up. Reaching the arms up overhead, give yourself a gentle curl back. Inhale up center, exhale, hands to the heart. Turn and face the length of your mat. A wide straddle leg position. Now we're gonna go a little heavier weight. You can go up to 4 pounds if you like. I'm gonna only go up 3 pounds. We're gonna do a little bit more strenuous energy in the rotator cuffs. So this is for conditioning. If you have a rotator cuff issue, drop the weight. Turn the heels in. I'm sorry, parallel the feet. Turn your right foot 90 degrees, bending in the arm. Bring the hands to the heart with the weights. Power up the legs. Open the wrists, so like you're holding 2 pitchers of lemonade. Lift the elbows up, same thing we did before, just more weight. Take it up overhead, tap it up, and down. We're gonna go for a minute. So if you need to go slower, go slower. Sometimes this can be trippy on the head. It's simple arm movements, but so for some reason not easy to stay with. So just going with your own flow. If you need to drop the weight at any point, we have a whole minute. So you can lower the weight. If you want to increase the weight, I don't suggest more than 5 pounds for the rotator cuff muscles. This is just for conditioning. We don't want to build them bulky. We just want them to be really strong, have stamina and endurance in their activities. Got 20 seconds left. Also, we're building stamina in that right leg. 5 seconds. All right, the next time your arms are coming down and in, release the weights. Turn it back to a straddle fold. Take the hands to the hips for superhero pose. Press the head of your arm bones back. Lift the heart and then pull the bottom of your ribcage in. Press the crown of your head up to the ceiling and fold forward, really powering up the legs. You can even press your fingertips into the side of the hip crease and push it kind of back and up as you take the forward fold. Once you're in the power of your own forward fold, power up the legs and relax the head. On your inhale, sweep the torso up. We're going to give the shoulders a little tiny bit of a rest. Turn the heels in. Give a little squat. You can grab, here you can go up to 10 pounds each hand. We're going to work some squats. And with the arms hanging heavy, it's not horrible for the shoulders, but I recommend 5 pounds each hand. All right, standing upright, we're just going to take it down and up. And use your heels. So as you go down, push through the heels. Like you're resisting the squat by pushing your heels down. And then use the heels as you push the pelvis up again. The body is nice and straight. Just be careful you're not hinging when you go down. That's too much on the low back. So the torso is like it's a Tadasana body. It's not hinging. It might sway a tiny bit. All right, the next time you're going down, switch to the weight you want for the rotator cuffs. Maybe I'm going to go to 2 pounds here. And coming up, we'll take the warrior 2 with the left leg forward. Turning the left leg goes, left foot turns out, right foot sets up for warrior 2. Bending into the hands to the heart. All right, and then just peel open your hands, elbows up, wrists up, tap it up for a minute, and down, and down, and in, and up, and up, and up. Down, down, in, up, up, tap. Down, down, in, up, up, tap. And keep it going with your own pace. If you need a rest for that left leg, you can just straighten it. We're just building stamina and endurance, holding the pose. Just a minute, we have 30 seconds left. So if you need the break, just straighten the leg. Just notice how your shoulders start feeling heated up. You might need to drop down or go slower or take a rest. It's best to rest with the arms at the sides, but you can also rest with the arms straight up for a breath. Bring it down, down, in, up, up, down, down, in. And there we go. The next time the weights are coming down, turn the right foot in. Sorry, right heel in. Take a goddess pose. Bend down, pick up the weights you want to work with. Maybe you'll go a little heavier, maybe a little lighter. And then our squats. Squat down and up for a minute. Down and up. Using the heels to resist the pelvis coming down. Using the heels to press the pelvis going up. Keeping the torso nice and upright. "20 seconds left. You can take a break just by standing straight up, especially if the legs start cramping. "5 seconds left. All right, the next time you're squatting down, release the weights. Come on up to a 5-pointed start. Arms stretch up out to the side, look up. Reach the fingertips to opposite sides of the room. Turn the foot that faces the top of your mat so the toes face that short end. Turn the other heel so to a warrior heel and bend into the knee, cartwheel on down. Step back, downward dog. Inhale forward to high push-up. You can drop the knees to the floor if you like. Point the toes, come on down. Make a little pillow, one hand on top of the other. Take your legs wide. Bend the knees. Let the inside arch of your feet rest in together. And let the head rest on the hands. This is just going to slack the glute medius and minimus muscle, just to release the tension from the squats. And then we'll work the glute max a bit. Takes about 50 seconds for the muscles to really release the built up tension from the squats. Bring the knees together, extend the legs back, prop up into a Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows right under your shoulders, and then traction your forearms towards your pelvis. Pull your navel in, and then lift the top of the rib cage up. Draw the shoulder heads back. And then just feeling just a very gentle stretch across the front of your pelvis. And release it down. Line the hands to frame the heart. Press down through the knees. Take it up, tabletop. Kick your right leg straight back behind you. Kick the heel to the butt. Balance into the right hand. Take your left hand back. Grab the foot and just give a little bow. You'll get a little thigh stretch and a little front of the body stretch. Holding steady. And release it on down. Take the left leg back. Kick the heel to the butt. The right hand goes back to the foot, kicking it up, half bow. Just a little counter pulse. And release it on down. Tuck the toes, take it up, downward dog. Press the heels down and the bum up. So you get a nice stretch behind the knee. A nice stretch at the Achilles tendon behind the heel. Really lifting up through the bum and pressing down through the heels. Let the head hang between the arms. Lift the right leg up nice and high. Bend it over the back of the body. Look over your left shoulder. Get a nice stretch for that front right side between the pelvis and the rib cage. Push down to the right arm. Kick the leg up straight. Look forward, come into a high push-up. Turn your right knee to face the floor. Step the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the knee. Straighten into the front leg. Just another tiny little stretch for the back of the calf and the back of the knee. Take your left hand to the ball of your right foot. Push them into each other a bit. Take your right hip crease back. Push your right heel forward as you push the ball of the foot and heel together. And then just take a minute to think about what weight you want to. You can go up to 2 10-pound weights here for the glute max if you like. All right, release the left foot. Find your weights. I'm going to go maybe 2 10-pound weights and see how we do that. Working the glute max. So we're in low lunge. Tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee. Power up the legs. Then we're going to rise up. Just slowly bend your left knee and lift it. And as you bend the knee and straighten the back knee, use your front heel to kind of push yourself back up again. Lifting the pelvic floor, toning the low belly, just feeling the right side of the glute max, the center line of the bum, just working. The front leg can even go towards straight. Just using the heel to resist as you bend into it and push into it when you straighten it. But you can also keep that knee bent and just tap the back knee down and up. It actually feels a little harder. 2 more. All right, next time, bring the knee down, release the weights. Kick that right leg straight back to a modified side plank. Stretch the right arm forward. Look up at your top hand. Powering up that side body. And bring it on back tabletop. Stretch the right leg, again, back behind you. Press the ball of the foot on the floor. Get a nice stretch for the Achilles tendon, and then cross it over the back leg. Look over your left shoulder. On the inhale, bring it back tabletop. This time the left foot will come forward. Come up with your weights that you want to use. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. And then making the decision, maybe you want to start to just pulse that back knee down, finding the power in the front heel. But then maybe the front leg starts to straighten and bend. The back leg stays powered up too, except for when you're going down, you can soften the knee. Or keep that left leg bent. Just tapping the right knee down and lifting it up. We'll see what feels like it's doing a better job or what feels nicer on the rest of your body. And 2 more. All right, next time the knee comes down, release it to the floor. Set the weights down. Take that left leg straight back for a modified side plank, stretching the left arm forward. Breathing into it. Bring it back, tabletop. Extend the left leg back, ball of the foot's on the floor, press through the heel. Slide the left foot over to the right. Look over the right shoulder. And bring it on back center. Take it back, child's pose. Maybe even getting a drink of water. Just see how you're feeling. If you're in child's pose, well, we're all in child's pose, roll up to a kneeling seated position. I'm going to go with some 4-pound weights. Actually, I think I'm going to drop it down to 3-pound weights. We're going to work the anterior and side deltoids. So just having a seat in a simple hero pose, you can sit up on a block. The elbows come in nice and close. Draw the navel in, tone the belly, lift up a little cobra action in the heart, and then elbows in tight. And just punching your arms forward and then pouring some tea. So that the now is at the top of the weight, goes to the bottom, and then we spin it back up and bring the elbows in. So these are slow, steady movements. Start to take it forward, pouring the tea nice and slow, making that top head be now facing the bottom, and back and around and in. And taking it forward, pouring some tea. And bringing it back. And just going, we have another 30 seconds. Pouring some tea. Bringing it back. Bringing it forward, pouring some tea. Maybe you're pouring some lemonade. Bringing it, maybe you're pouring some beer. Make it something you like. I like lemonade with a little bit of grape juice mixed in. Pouring some tea. And coming back a few more. Pouring some tea. Bring it back. 2 more. Bring it forward. Pouring some tea. And back. And bring it forward. Pouring some tea. And bring it on back. Set the weights off to the side. Draw on a block. Come on off the block. Scooch the heels over to one side. And bring the arms back. Stretching the arms back behind you. Just keep walking them back and away from each other a bit. When you feel a nice stretch, point the toes, lift the heart, let the head go back, just so there's a bit of a pec stretch here, and then slide it on down, all the way down. Stretch the arms out. On the inhale, bring the knees to the chest and roll back up to seated. Fold over the legs. On the inhale, come on back up. Stretch the arms back behind you, walk them back. Once you feel a nice stretch, point the toes. Engage the pelvic floor, tone the belly, lift the heart, let the head go back. And slowly start to slide the hands or walk the hands away from each other and back. Coming on to the back. Bring the knees to the chest. Rolling up to seated, folding over the legs. On the inhale, coming up. Scoot your knees over one way. Make your way all the way to downward dog. Pedaling the feet in downward dog. Come forward into high push-up. You can drop the knees to the floor for this. Bring your right knee to tap the outside of the right arm. then the inside of the left arm, then the inside of the right, and then extend it back. Bring it forward, tap the outside right, inside left, inside right, and back. Outside right, inside left, inside right, and back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Two more. Outside, inside, inside, back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Drop the foot, turn it open to reverse warrior. Stretching open that right side body. Bringing it back down tabletop. Taking the left leg back, or you can do this in high push-up. My shoulder is still healing, so I'm going to have both knees down. Then extend the left leg back. The left knee comes forward to the outside of the left arm, then the inside of the right arm, inside of the left, and back. Outside left, inside right, inside left, back. Outside left, inside right, inside left, and back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Two more. Outside, inside, inside, back. Outside, inside, inside, back. Drop the ball of the foot, turn it open for a modified side plank, really stretching that left arm. And bring it on back to a comfortable kneeling seated position, maybe with a block. Grabbing maybe 5-pound weights for you. With a shoulder issue, you might want to do 3 or 4 pounds. I'm going to work with 3 pounds. We're going to get the side down a little bit more. So imagine that your weights are just at your side body. Tone the torso, and then imagine they're like suitcases, and you're just picking them up. With the elbows bent, we're just going to fly them out to the side and bring it down. Tap the suitcases down. Pull the suitcases up. Lift the arms out. Bring it in. Suitcases down. Suitcases up. Elbows up and out. And down and drop. Pick it up. Take it out. Bring it in. Drop it down. Pick it up. Take it out. Bring it in. Drop it down. This time we're going to do 10. So pick it up. We're going to do 10 right in a row without dropping the suitcases. And up for 1 and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 down. 10 down, and drop the suitcases. Take the arms. Maybe from right where you are, you'll just come up to a kneeling standing position and then step it up and forward. However it works for you to come up to standing and then just shake it out. Especially the shoulders, really giving them just some kind of jerky movements. We'll get the rear deltoids when we're ready to more stay towards the ground. All right, we're gonna have a little Jane Fonda. I'm gonna work with 2-pound weights. You can go up to 3 or 4 pound weights here. Some folks have done Jane Fonda with 5 pounds. I think that's a lot, but it's up to you. Take the feet max distance. Weights in hand to the heart. Leaning to the right. Take the arms up to the right. Full breath in. On the exhale, elbow to knee and kick it out. Elbow to knee, kick it out. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it Samasthiti. Just breathing into it, holding steady. Bring the feet together, let the arms hang at the sides, and just let the weights kind of draw the arm bones down. Breathing into it, maybe a drink of water if you'd like. It's going to take about 30 more seconds here before we go to the other side. Just, the arms have been working a lot today, so we'll just give them a moment to pause before going side to side. All right, take the feet max distance. Hands to the heart, leaning to the left. The arms go up left. Full breath in on the exhale, elbow to knee. And down, and 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back, center. Release the weights down, just holding them. Let the weight of the barbells kind of just hang down. Just breathing into it. Just notice the natural breath coming back to its own rhythm. You can hold on to one of those weights or maybe drop it down. We're gonna go speed skater. Oh wait, let's try something new, a new kind of speed skater. So stand in a wide straddle-like position and turn your toes out. Okay, so remember like speed skater, this? Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go reach it, reach it. Reach it. You can bring the weights, might even, it feels nice as a speed skater to be doing this, but maybe your arms will go in front. And as you bend the knee, that arm's gonna lift. I was doing this for my warm up today. It felt kind of good. To do it with no weights. It was feeling really good on my rotator cuff. Like it didn't feel too much lifting the 2-pound weights when I was practicing it. All right, we're gonna go our own speed skater. So the feet come in, right foot forward, left foot goes back into a lunge. The weight is gonna go into the same side as the leg that's forward. You can use the other weight as like a candy cane to hold the weight, right arm forward. Bring the back leg forward, kicking it to the right, tap it with the weight, and then back, and forward, and back. And 3, and back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, last one. This time when the leg goes back, bring the right arm down, frame the front foot, straighten the leg, and bow forward over the right leg. Breathing into it. Bend into the front leg, step the back leg forward, stand straight up, look up, press the heart up to the ceiling, heels down, the arms are still at the sides of the body, holding the weight, curl back just a bit. Keep lifting your heart up, feel the weight just dangling into the fingers. Inhale, center. Bending the knees, the right leg is going to go back. The right hand can come to the floor on the way to give you some more space. Left arm forward. On the inhale, right foot comes to the left hand, kicks, and then back, and forward, and back, and 3, and back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, last one. Take it back and take the hamstring stretch. Straighten the front leg, bow forward over the leg. Bend into the front leg, set the hands for downward dog, take that left leg back for downward dog. Inhaling to high push-up. Bring the knees down, take it down to the belly, make a little pillow. Give it a little etch-a-sketch shake. Just a rocking and a rolling. Right, we'll get the rear down. So grabbing, when we're down low to the ground, you want to have maybe 3 pounds at the most. Lining your hands with the weights along the sides of the chest like you would for a cobra pose. So maybe I should lay forward here. And then take the weights out a bit wider, but still in line with the heart. Like little, first they start out just like they would for Cobra, and then they go out. Forehead to the floor or maybe to a pillow. If you bend the knee, no, don't bend the knees. Lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly, press your pelvis into the floor. Let's try this with no weights first and just see how you're feeling, because that just gave my rotator cuff muscle a bit of a tweak. So arms out to the side, just lift the elbows up, give it a squeeze, shoulder blades together and down. See how it feels on your neck. In fact, if you can grab a couch pillow or any pillow, maybe lay down on the pillow just so that you can lift your body up. It's going to be a little bit more accessible to the rear deltoid. Usually in class, we lay on the super duper blocks and then we put our forehead on another little block. So just make sure you're comfortable, because if it's going to create any injury in the neck, we don't want to pull anything in the neck. So I'm up on a yoga pillow, my forehead's on the floor, and then you're just lifting the weights up and down. It's such a subtle movement. Just lifting them up and putting them down. Luckily, the deltoid muscles are little. They're not huge, so they don't take a lot to condition them. The next time the weights come down, take a little break from it, make a little pillow, give it a little rest. We'll do 2 sets. Can I get a thumbs up if that's working for you guys? It's all, okay, no pain in the neck? Okay, good. All right, we'll do 1 more set. Taking it out like a little crocodile, forehead down. On the inhale, just lift the weights and put them down. Lifting and lower, lifting and lower, and 4, and down, and 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, down, 2 more, 1, and 2, and release it down. Take the hands along the sides of the heart and just press yourself up and back to child's pose. Bring your arms along the sides of your body, so the sides of your legs, so that your shoulder, the head of the arm bones, kind of fall towards the floor. Let the head come to the floor. On your inhale, roll up to a kneeling seated position. Scooch over to one side, bring your legs straight out in front. Scooch your bum forward, knees bend, and roll down onto the back. Press down through the feet, press down through the back of the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and lift your pelvis up. Just holding steady. Walking the shoulders under, maybe grabbing the sides of your mat and pulling away from the midline. You bring the shoulder blades a bit closer, just for a little shoulder myofascial stretch. It's just a little bit of therapy for the shoulders, especially the deltoids. And release it all the way down. Kick the right leg up straight. Reach up behind the ankle or the calf and just draw your body up towards your leg. Bring the body down, set the right foot down, take it to the other side. Just a nice little hand, reopening the hamstrings, the back of the knees, lifting up the body, holding the left leg, and release it all the way down. Bring the arms once again along the sides of the body, squeeze the shoulder blades together, maybe grab the sides of the mat, and then walk your feet just like a ½ inch forward. Bring the feet together, lift the ball of the foot so the heel is down, and lift the butt. Give it a squeeze and drop it down. Lift it up, give it a squeeze and drop it down. Lift it up, squeeze and drop it down. Lift it up, squeeze and drop it down. Now next time it's down, extend the right leg up. Knees stay in line, knees still squeeze together. Lift the pelvis up with the left heel and bring it down. This time we don't squeeze, just lift it up and lower down. Lift it up, lower down. Lift it up, lower down. And keep it going. Lift it up, lower down. 5 more. And down. 4 more, and down. And up. 3 more. And 2 more. Last one, or maybe 1 more. Lost count. And bring it down. Now, bring the knees in, take the legs up, point and flex the feet. Straddle, open the legs. Bring the legs back together, flex the feet, bend the knees, set the feet down. Legs are together. Right heel roots down, toes point up. The left leg kicks out, knees still in line. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the pelvis, and lower down. Lift it up, lower down. Lift it up, lower down. And up, and down. And up, and down. And 5 more. 5, down. 4, down. 3, down. 2, down. Last one, down. Knees together. Kick the legs straight up. Flex the feet. Point the toes. Straddle, open the legs. Flex the feet. Bring the legs together. Lower your right leg half the distance to the floor. Lift your head up. Look at your left toes. Stretch the arms forward. Lift them up off the floor and point your toes. And Kapalabhati. Knees to the chest, hands to the knees. Kick the legs up straight. Flex the feet. Straddle, open the legs. Point the toes. Close the legs. Flex the feet. Drop the right leg halfway to the floor. Lift the body up. Stretch the arms forward. Point the toes. Kapalabhati. Knees to the chest, head down, hands to the knees. On your inhale, press your knees away from your chest with the hands still holding them. On your exhale, bring the knees back in. Inhaling knees away, exhaling them in. The next time the knees come into the chest, stretch the arms down along the sides of the body, press through the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades. Take your legs straight up, point the toes, turn the heels in, toes out like little dancers' legs, keeping your heels together. Bend the knees so your heels come down towards the pelvis, and then extend them out a little bit higher than your own pelvis, and lift them up. And little frog swings, or like a frog pedaling a bike. Heels down, heels straight out, and then up, and down, and out, and up. Way higher than your pelvis. So you're not straining the low back. This comes from Pilates. It's a little frog core workout. The next time the feet are straight up, we're going to take them down, and then bend the knees, bring the heels in, and then kick the heels straight up, and down, and in, and up. And down and in and up. Down and in and up. Down and in and up. Down, in, up. Knees to the chest, feet to the floor. Soles of the feet together, knees fall wide. Just breathing into a supine butterfly. Maybe wiggle your rib cage away from your pelvis a bit. Hands rest on the belly. Bring the knees together. Separate your feet about hips distance or max distance. Bring the arms along the sides of the body. Press down to the back of the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And lift up for just a bridge pose. Just holding a nice balanced energy in the back of the body. Pushing down through the feet, pushing down to the back of the arms. Holding steady. You might feel a little kind of cramping in the upper inner hamstring area. To lift the pelvic floor, tone the low belly, but soften the butt muscles. Use the feet, the lift of the pelvic floor, the toning of the low belly, and then pressing down through the arms to get the pelvis up. But keep letting the hip creases kind of soften. Pull the navel to the back body. And it might make you feel like you need to pinch your bum to do that, but you don't. Just breathe it in. And bring the pelvis down. Roll the back into the body. Bring the right knee into the chest. Grab hold of your right knee and extend your left leg out straight. Draw your body up towards, so your chin's coming towards your navel, forehead towards the inside line of the knee. Start to pull the right knee just gently off to the right. Holding steady. Switch the legs. Interlacing the hands around the left knee, the body's still up, the knee's coming over to the left, the chin is going straight up the midline, the right toes are pointed. If there's any tension or build up agitation in the neck, lower the head, switch the legs. Pulling that right knee in, left toes are pointed. Left foot's off the floor, switch the legs. Kick your left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Bring the arms along the sides of the body. Squeeze the shoulder blades, just holding the legs. And switch them. Right leg comes straight up, left leg goes almost to the floor. Point the toes. Press down for the back of the arms. Chin tucks a bit to the chest. The head gently presses into the floor. Switch the legs. Make the legs nice and strong, tone the thighs. If there's cramping, flex the feet a bit, push out through the heels. Pull the belly in, switch the legs. Lift the head, point the toes, and we'll go double time. Switch, 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 knees in, feet down, knees together, feet apart, rest into the back body. You can lay your hands on the belly. Take the arms out to a cactus or a T, separate the knees, and then just slowly start to rock your legs side to side, just ever so gently. The next time the knees are coming up from the opposite side that you think you started from, set the feet hips distance, take your right ankle across the left thigh and slowly just start to rock the knees back and forth side to side. Keeping the left foot on the floor and then eventually bringing that right foot kind of to tap the floor with the ball of the foot, bring it up center, take the right thigh to tap the floor. You can kind of come up on the tiptoe of that left foot and then up center, but just being mindful of your back. So just taking that number 4 pose and gently going side to side. If it feels good for the leg to come down or the foot to come down on either side of the body, just loosen it. We worked those glute medius and minimus today. We're gonna just give them a little blood flow. The next time you're coming up from maybe that right side, kick the right leg up straight, point and flex or circle the ankle. Going the other way if you're circling, and bend the knee, set the foot down. Left ankle crosses the right leg. Slowly at first, just bit by bit, going side to side. And then seeing what side feels more comfortable to do the tap down first. Maybe the left foot tapping down feels way more comfortable. If there's a lot of grinding, if you feel your spine kind of snap, crackle, popping, back out of that side of the twist. That's not really that good. If it's like a chiropractic kind of one pop, that's fine. But if every time you go to one side, you feel this kind of grinding, don't go so far into it. Just back and forth. That's something with the little, there's these little protrusions on the side of the vertebra that lay on top of one another. And the little discs between them, it's kind of like cartilage, like the discs between each vertebra. When that starts to erode or, you know, when symptoms of OLD or AGE start to come up, they start to kind of get a little thin. So then they start to make noise. Mine's doing it, and that's why I'm bringing it up. All right, next time you're up center, take that left leg straight up. Point and flex the foot, or circle the ankle, going a few times each direction. And set that left foot down. Set the feet nice and wide. Center the pelvis. Let the knees drop to the left. The gaze can go over to the right or up to the ceiling. You can also kind of just come into a twist that you like to end your practice with. Just anything that feels comfortable for you. Because when we work the glute medius and minimus, it's to have the legs wide in a twist can be nice. When your legs go to the left, it kind of squishes into the glute medius and minimus on that left side. Like this kind of pressure point massage from the floor. On your inhale, come on up through center. Take your twist to the other side. Maybe you'll feel, if you're in there with the legs wide, maybe you'll feel that right side of the top of the hip kind of get squished into the floor like a little massage. On your inhale, making your way up through center. Bring the knees to the chest, hands to the knees. Just see if there's any other little movements that your body might need. For the shoulders, it might be nice to reach the arms up overhead. Turn your palms away from each other and just cross the wrists, interlace the fingers, just for that rear deltoid, stretching the arms up to the ceiling and bringing, like kind of winding the arms in and winding them out. Just a few times, making sure to switch the wrists the other direction, winding it in and winding it out. We usually do this in the beginning of like a therapeutic class, just to get the deltoids kind of heated up. Right, and then just letting the arms rest down, finding just a comfortable shavasana for yourself. Maybe even hiking the knees up over the couch or chair, or maybe legs up the wall. Maybe putting on a nice little soft song for shavasana. Noticing the breath coming back to its own natural rhythm. Noticing the atmosphere on the skin, the back of the body on the floor, and energy behind the eyes. Maybe even the sounds in and out of the room. You may hear the rain on the window, the traffic outside. Just breathing into the back of the body. Wiggling fingers and toes. On an inhale, stretching the arms up towards the ceiling, maybe even back behind you, giving yourself a nice long body stretch. Keeping a sense of fullness in the back of the body. Inhale the knees to the chest. Gently roll over to one side, just coming to rest in a fetal position. Surrendering the energy of the body into gravity. And just using whatever hand is on top to gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, facing the front of your mat. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. You can set an intention for yourself in the practice. And make an offering of blessing in the center of the palms. And for each class, we've been offering the energy as a blessing out. Mostly to the planet, wherever there's a blessing needed. Just sending it out. We'll take a nice release breath. If you want to just kind of bow in, sealing your practice to your own inner light, blessing your own being. Inhaling to come up. Namaste. Hey. So I forgot to mute everybody when I recorded it. So I don't know. Whenever you don't mute everybody, if anybody makes a noise, that will go right to the video. So I'm sure there's going to be speckles of all of us.
There's only one person showed up. It was only one, very quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No one else did.
Oh, maybe I can edit it out. We'll see.
It was all right. I mean, it was like in and out very quickly.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll